Can you believe we're this deep into the NFL season? We got to make every second count. With DraftKings Sportsbook, you can make the most out of every game day. Bet on your favorite teams for a shot at winning big bucks. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting $5 on any matchup. Get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the app now. Use code Shannon. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on the NFL. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Again for another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite sports uncle, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85. Bengals Ring of Famer and legend, Chad Ochocinco Johnson.
Legend.
Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Thus far, we are at 426,000 subscribers, and that's through you. You guys made it every bit worthwhile. So thank you for following. Thank you for clicking that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've also pinned the link, Shea by Laportier, at the top. The holidays are right around the corner, guys. Go out and get yourself a bottle or get someone a bottle, someone special that you love and you want them to have something special. Ocho, we got a packed show, so we're going to get right into it tonight.
Yes, sir.
The Cowboys beat the Eagles 33-13. Dak Prescott 24-39, 271, 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys have now scored 30-plus points in all 7 home games, 8 straight when you go back to the final game last. Third turnover for the Eagles the night, one shy of matching their season high for against the Jets.
Yeah.
So what were some of your takeaways from tonight's game, Ocho?
I mean, my takeaway, first of all, was Dak. Dak playing a very, very, very good ball game. Obviously, you said it already. He was 24 for 39 for 271 yards. And I've always said this. We said that, the Cowboys hadn't beaten anybody. Obviously, they just beat a very, very good, well, what we thought was good, 10-2 Eagles team. Obviously, They dominated in all 3 phases of the game. But more importantly, the receivers showed up today. I think when it comes time to playoff football, we're going to need CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Michael Gallup to do what they did tonight. Continue to make plays and make Dak's job easy to where he can facilitate, do what he needs to do to make sure they win the game and not turn the ball over. Obviously, they took
one off him.
They did get one off him, but they were able to overcome that because the Eagles obviously turned the ball over 4 times themselves. That goddamn Stephon Gilmore tonight. That damn Stephon Gilmore, man, played phenomenal football, man. That is how you play defensive back.
Ocho,
he played really well.
Before I get into my thing, they come with the blitz. And this is what I say, understanding and have football IQ.
Right.
This is what I don't get with Devontae. He sees us a blitz. So now, and Stephon Gilly is playing off. You run the shallow. Ocho, you know he's driving. As soon as you catch this ball, you stop and pivot up out of it. Right. Why would he continue to run, Ocho, when he know the guy driving? You got to have spidey senses tingling. Oh, he's driving on this where I'm back up out of there.
And go the other way.
Yes, Ocho. Yeah. That's Ocho. I get it. That's a graduate level receiver move. But him being who he is, a Heisman Trophy, a Biletnikoff Award winner, a top 10 pick, Ocho, you got to feel that. You got a sense. And you remember you and I was talking about it earlier. From the defense, know, okay, this is where the collision, based on the defense that I thought they were in, this is where the collision is going to come from. So you have an understanding of what's going on. So I know on a blitz situation, I'm running, they call it, some people call it drive, some people call it shallow cross, or whatever you want to call it, drive, shallow cross. I know Gilly has to drive to try to beat me to the point. So now all I'm going to do is catch the ball and spin up out of there. And I'm going back the other way. He might hit his head on the goalpost because remember, Ocho, they came with a blitz.
And it ain't nothing back there.
Ain't nothing backside.
It's mano a mano. But I think maybe he wasn't really thinking of that at that specific moment. He was more so concerned with securing the catch, and obviously you want to make a play in that moment, but you have to have extreme confidence and not just securing the catch, but understanding and already having it pre-planned what you're going to do when that blitz is coming. Yes. That already has to be in your head and ready to go. It's not like, oh, the ball's coming. Oh, shit, they blitzing. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. It already got to be in your head. When you line up at the line of scrimmage and you know blitz is coming based on down and distance or what they're showing you defensively, that already has to be planned in your head. So it's second nature. When that ball comes out, you already ready to do it.
For the simple fact he's not impressed. I know he has to come for distance because at the lineup, he's already playing off. Because guess what? He don't want me to run by him. So now once I take off, I already know he's driving over the top because he's trying to prevent me from getting the first down going out the front side. So I'm already thinking at 3 steps, I say, if I get this ball, I'm coming back up. I'm coming the other way.
Come back underneath. Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, the way the defense is being played, and I know I'm not going to beat him to the point because guess what I got to do, Ocho? I got to get the ball, and I got to turn up. So by the time I turn up, here he comes. And guess what happened? As soon as he turned up, Gilly met him at the boom. He's down. And he's not a big receiver, so he's not going to break a whole lot of tackles, Ocho. He's only a $165. So it ain't like that's not DK, that's not AJ, that's not a Julio or one of these big receivers, a TO that's going to run through tackles. In a situation like that, because it's bang, that's what I'm thinking. And knowing the situation, knowing how the DB's playing, knowing the defense that they're in, man, they're in zero coverage. Oh, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Unless he, as soon as I catch it, Ocho, unless he bangs me, as soon as I catch it, I'm wheeling up out of it.
Get up out of there.
I'm wheeling up out of it. But that's Ocho,
tough. That's tough.
Ocho, you remember I've been saying this, and I said, Ocho, there's something going on with the Eagles. And I said, Ocho, we got to be careful because they're winning. We're glossing over some issues that they got. I said that back end can be had. I said, what's happening is that, and what Dallas did a good job of tonight is that when they got in the red zone, they cashed it in. I said, but that back end, I said, eat the fillet. Oh, Shannon, you don't. And see, that's the difference between what we do and fans. See, fans, all they care about, Ocho, is wins and losses. I'm trying to explain to you why they're winning or why they're losing and some pitfalls that might befall you if you're not careful. Now, I've been trying to warn you. We're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. I was the one that was worried from day one. And I told you, Ocho, I said, Ocho, I'm worried. But when I look at the Eagles, the mistake sometimes people make is that, man, they were really good last year. Well, they're going to be really good this year. And the record, sometimes the record is not an indication of how well somebody's playing.
Right.
But if you can look at the Eagles and honestly be truthful to yourself, say this team is not identical, obviously, because they've lost some pieces, lost some coordinators, but they're not playing close to what they were. I mean, they had a pretty good night running the football tonight, but Ocho, they're not the same team. They're not, I mean, right now, it's I got the 49ers here, I got the Cowboys here, and then you got the Eagles and the Lions, and then whoever else you want to put in there. But right now, 49ers the cream of the crop.
Yeah, most definitely. They look. Listen, the 49ers look strong as hell. I'm looking at them, and I'm trying to find a weak link. Like you said, basically, the Eagles were 10-2, and you said they were winning, and people look at the wins and losses, but really not understanding and dissecting why they're winning in the holes that you can see that the casual fan can't see. But the 49ers, man, we're not gonna get off topic right now. But God damn, they look good.
They look really good. Go ahead, Ocho. I was going to say about the Eagles is that they're back in, and it started to alarm me when I saw Sam Howell throw for almost 400.
Okay.
So I'm like, hold on, that Sam Howell threw for almost 400 against that front line, and with that back end, y'all got Pro Bowlers on the back end. How is that possible? And then I see Dak throw for 374, and I see these guys throwing for a number of yards. I said, nah, And now, Ocho, they can't run the football with the same conviction, so they can't keep opposing teams' offense off the field.
Off the field, right. I mean, for one, for the Commanders, and I will like to say this, based on the receiving core that the Commanders do have with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, they're not no goddamn slouches. They're not no slouches. So I understand Sam Howell being able to throw for so many yards, but again, the front line for the Eagles, when the front line for the Eagles does not dominate a game, you get the results that you got today. Listen, the Eagles defense the last 2 weeks have allowed 34 points, 42 points, and tonight, 33 points. Why? Why? Because their front line has to dominate. They got to dominate. They have to find a way to put pressure and make the quarterbacks that they're playing against uncomfortable.
But what do you see?
Yet to be able to do that.
What did their offense give you tonight? They gave you 13. They gave you 19 last week, and they got a lot of that in mop-up time.
Right.
So what are we seeing? Okay, you can't generate pressure up front with your front four. Now your back end has already been compromised because I don't think they're very good in coverage, and I don't think they tackle very well. Right. And so now, and plus your offense can't match the opposing team's offensive output. Boy, you in trouble, Ocho.
Right.
You in trouble unless you can force turnovers to take possessions away from the opposing team offense.
Right.
It's going to be tough because Dallas was really doing whatever they want to. But the key for the Dallas Cowboys is that number 87. That tight end Ferguson. Now I've been on his band.
Game.
I like the swag that he possessed. He believed he that dude. He believes it. Dak believes in him. I love it. He get up every time, let them know, I got it, and I'm gonna get another one too. Yeah. They're gonna come back to me on third down, and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it.
He had a very big third down catch. Very big third down catch when in that condensed split when he came back back underneath. And the DB was right there draped on him, but he made he nice. And that could also be the difference maker, especially when it come playoff time. When you want to key on CeeDee Lamb and Gallup and Brandon Cooks. I'm not saying they will struggle, but I'm just saying if things aren't going their way, having that security blanket in Ferguson would be big for Dak.
This is the Cowboys' fourth win by 20 or more points this season, 2 more than any other team in the NFL. The Cowboys had 4 such wins under McCarthy in their first 3 seasons combined. This year, they already have 4 with, 5 games to go or 4 games to go? With 4 games to go. So congratulations to the Cowboys.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Before you go on.
Yes.
I know you're giving Dak his flowers.
Yes.
But is Dak Prescott your MVP as of right now?
No. Did you see? You said we're gonna talk about. You know what? We gotta say that. Did you see what Purdy did?
Yeah,
368 on 19 completions.
Yeah,
he might have had more if Brandon Ayuk didn't get stripped from the back because Brandon Ayuk about to hit his head on the goalpost. He got careless with the football. But I think right now
it's hard for me to argue with you. It's hard with me to argue the fact after you just said Purdy. Okay.
Hey, this is a horse race. They here, Ocho. They coming down the back stretch. They coming down the back stretch.
Okay.
The Bills beat the Chiefs 20-17. And everybody's going up in arms about Ocho. How the hell could Kadarius Toney line up a half a yard? You can't even see the ball from the sideline. He's so far over the ball. And they mad at the official for calling it. But see, Ocho, and I told you this earlier, Ocho, and you didn't want to agree with me. I said there's a reason why the Giants got rid of a first-round pick 22 games into his career. Because you know why? Kadarius Toney is not going to get better because they keep making excuses. Instead of them saying he was wrong for lining up offsides, the official's supposed to warn him. He's supposed to tell us.
Well, actually, now you do know that as a receiver, as a former receiver that played for a while, if I'm covering the ball just a tad bit and the official can't see it, if I don't check with him,
where are you
the
at?
Official,
hold on.
The official will say, hey, young fella, back up a little bit.
Okay, the side judge is going to tell you that. Tell you where you are.
That's what I meant.
Tell the people at home where you are when he's telling you that. You're outside the numbers. He's not telling you that in that tight split that Kadarius Toney had.
Yeah. I forgot. They were in a bunch. They were in a condensed split, the bunch split. You're right.
And hold on. But what do? You look to the official.
I always check.
You doing this? Hey, I'm okay. He gonna tell you back up a little bit, 85.
Right.
Okay. He goes, or he gonna say you good.
But I have a question. Yes. I have a question. In that moment, though, that moment, even as a referee, with a call of that magnitude, with the game on the line, do you really want to make that call to decide?
Ocho, he's offside.
I'm just asking you, baby. I'm just asking you. I just want to know how you felt. Last year, that call, that play was called only twice in an entirety of the entire season. This year, it's been called 11 times. I'm assuming maybe they're paying attention to it more often now. Yes. But for it to come down to that, when the Chiefs could have won the game, to say, you know what, we're going to call it. To me, it just,
Ocho, you couldn't even see the ball. The official couldn't see the ball. Blown. Tony had it. Remember in the Super Bowl.
I can't even argue the fact though.
Ocho, remember in the Super Bowl with Bradbury the fourth?
Yeah,
because they say you can't make that call. Ocho, he held him. Yeah. He even hurt. How would this have been if Bradbury would have said after the game, they don't make the call? He said, "Yeah, I held it." What would have been said? The man told you he held it. But see, the problem with Kadarius Toney, now, how many times is he going to drop the ball? How many times is he going to fumble? How many times is he going to do these bonehead mistakes? And instead of they're trying to blame the official. Not one person said Kadarius Toney was at fault because he lined his butt off upside.
Right.
We blaming the officials. When he fumbled the ball, when he dropped passes, we make excuses for him. And he's never going to get better because you keep making it. It's like a child. It's like a kid, Ocho. At some point in time, the kid is bad. You blame the teacher, or you blame the principal. You blame everybody except where the blame's supposed to be placed. Blame Kadarius Toney. He's a receiver.
Yeah, he's a receiver. In defense of him, I like Kadarius Toney. He's made some mistakes. He dropped some balls. But I understand in order for the Chiefs to get back to where they want to get to, we're going to need Kadarius Toney to show up and be the Kadarius Toney we used to see. And listen to me. Stay with me, baby. The flashes that we've seen from him when he was with the Giants, the flashes that we've seen from him last year when he could be electric with the football, we need that consistently. MVS, we need MVS to step up. We need them to be able to help Patrick Mahomes be the Super Bowl two-time winning Super Bowl quarterback that we're used to seeing in order for him to get where they want to. And you talk about Lombardi and playoffs and all that, until they step up and play to the caliber that they can be playing like, it's not going to happen. But I don't want to harp on Kadarius and blame him for the loss, because in order for him to get to the motherfucking chip and what they're trying to get to, we need Kadarius Toney to be who he is from the K all the way to the goddamn T.
Hold on. Give me Ocho, but you don't notice something? Now they scored 17 points. Yeah. Remember now, think about it. They got 17. How much they got 19? How much they get a couple of weeks? You got it up here? Hold on. Okay. Today they scored 17. In week 13, the loss to the Packers, they had 19. Week 12, they scored 31 against the Raiders, but the Raiders scored 0 points and they lost the game 3-0 today. In week 11, they had 17 points. In week 9, they had 21 points, but they got shut out in the second half. In week 8, they had 9 points. You see, Ocho, what's happening? It's getting harder and harder for them to score points.
Yeah.
The one thing that we can always count on, Patrick Mahomes at home, you got to put up 28-30 to beat him. Yeah. And we keep saying, we need these guys. But hold on, we did the season damn near over. When are they going to show the consistency that you say they need to show when you haven't seen it all year?
Yeah, I know we haven't seen it all year, but you know what it comes down to, right? You know what it comes down to when it actually matters. When it actually matters and when it actually counts, you're going to have to make the plays. You're going to have to. I'm just saying what they got to do in order to get back and be in contention, especially when playoff time come. The fellas are going to have to step up. You make the mistakes now. I'd rather Kadarius Toney make the motherfucking mistake right now and learn from it, and then understand and go back to the drawing board during the week and have that talk with motherfucking Mahomes. Like, man, listen, if we are going to play, if we're going to go into games and they're going to scheme in ways to stop Travis Kelce, you got to make the plays for me. Patrick Mahomes need to go to Kadarius and say, I need to be able to trust you. I have to be able to count on you, because when we go into this game, whatever game it may be, whoever we might play down the road, they're going to count or lock in on Travis Kelce. I need you to play for me. I need you to be there for me.
But Ocho, you keep saying we trying to get these mistakes out the way. Hell, we in week 13, Ocho. And he's still making the same bonehead mistakes. He's still doing the same thing, dropping passes, fumbling the ball, and doing this. So when is that gonna get out of his system?
Listen,
and see what you do?
I can't say when it's gonna get out of the system, but it is a game of football, and you want to play to perfection. You want to play to perfection as much as possible. That's why you practice. You practice it week in and week out, and you get out there on Sundays with the results. You want it to go exactly how they draw it up. As far as the game plan is concerned, but sometimes it don't go like that, huh? Sometimes it don't.
It's like when someone steals a car.
Yes, sir.
And instead of we getting mad at the person that stole the car, we blame the police for chasing them. See, you did the same thing. You didn't blame Kadarius Toney at first. You blamed the official and said, why you called that in that situation?
I know. I was saying just because I don't want to leave the game in the official's hands. I don't like that.
Let me ask you a question. If he's not lined up off sides, how's the game in the official hands? He put the game in the official hands by his alignment.
Right. I said he was at fault now. I said he was at fault. But I'm just saying, I just wish it hadn't come down to the officials being the ones.
He robbed us of the player of the year. He robbed us of that, Ocho. He took that away from us. Imagine Travis Kelce highlight tape when he goes into the Hall of Fame. That's number one. And he had a game-winning catch in the divisional round of the playoffs. The overtime catch, and he had some tremendous catches. The ones against the Chargers in overtime, game-winning catches, he goes 40, 50 yards for a touchdown. That would have been the play of Travis Kelce's career, and he robbed us of that. He did that, not the official. He did it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Regarding Andy Reid's comment, referee Carl Sheffer said that if a coach or receiver looks for alignment advice, official will give it to them. But ultimately,
every time
they are responsible for wherever they line up. If you look to me, hey, am I good? My alignment good?
Yeah.
You good? You good, 84?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. No, back up a little bit. Back up a little bit, 84. Back up a little bit. Okay. If you look, because if I give you advice, Ocho, I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to remain mum. I ain't supposed to say nothing unless you ask.
Right.
Okay. So we would give them some sort of warning if it was anywhere close. But in this particular, it's beyond the warning. And they have, hey, 84, be careful now. You leave it a little quick now. Sit in there a little longer. Because remember, I told you, I hear her. I ain't waiting till the tongue. Ocho, I was gone. Ocho, remember I told you I was gone.
Yeah, out of there.
84, slow down a little bit now.
Right.
You leave it a little quick. Okay. But, I mean, I don't know, Ocho. Because here's the thing. Kansas City has never played a playoff game outside of Arrowhead.
Yeah.
In Patrick Mahomes' career, never ever played outside of Arrowhead. Every divisional game, every wild card game, every game has been played in their building.
Yeah, you know, do you think that would make a difference? I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Josh Allen is 3-1 against Mahomes in the regular season, but when it matters most, which is the playoffs, I think Mahomes is undefeated. You know, against brother Josh Allen.
But where has those games taken place in the playoffs?
At home. So
at Arrowhead.
I have a question. Do you really think the 12th man really matters that much, especially in a game of that magnitude? Do you think? Why
you think they fight so hard to get it if it didn't matter?
Right.
Especially in football, because the crowd knows, and I understand people going to silent count now.
Silent count, right.
But still, if I get 2 false starts, and it depends on when I get them.
Right.
I get my guy up because all of a sudden that guy, the offensive lineman, is looking inside it. He has to be looking just slightly inside to see the ball at the snap of his eye. And I'm a defensive lineman. That's a Von Miller. That's a Myles Garrett. That's a TJ Watt. You know, they don't need but half a step.
At all, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They get a half a step. They're gonna get skinny, and boom, hit your quarterback in the back.
Yeah.
It definitely matters for them. If this was the old Kansas City offense, I would agree with you also, it wouldn't matter. But now they really need it because here, Ocho, they struggling at home.
Yeah.
They're struggling at home.
Yeah. And you said it when we talked before, that as great as Patrick Mahomes is, unless the receivers play up to par, he won't be able to overcome that. He won't be able to overcome them playing subpar as this is what they're doing right now.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Because if you look at it early in the ball game, he was completing passes, he pirouetting, he pump faking and throwing it sidearm. Ocho, that's great for highlight, but you're not winning consistently having to do all of that.
Right.
You're not. And it just becomes, and then all of a sudden it puts more pressure on him because he feels he has to be perfect.
He got to do more.
He got to do more when he should be doing less, and they should be doing more, or they should do their part and let him do his part. But because they're not doing their part, he's feeling that he has to do
press.
more. Yes,
press.
And that's the last thing. Quentin Hector donated $10. Ocho, simply put, please hold these professionals accountable instead of playing devil's advocate every time. Mm-hmm. Tony is not doing what he needs to do. He needs your honesty, not your empathy.
I was honest. I said he messed up. I said he lined up all. I did say that. I said it. We
got you around to it. We got you around to it.
Yeah, you got me around to it because the funny thing about it, you talk about I shouldn't empathize with him. Shit, I remember lining up off sides too. Same way, covering the goddamn ball. They called back a goddamn touchdown because of my black ass.
Hey, I did the same. Ocho. I did the same. We played Minnesota, and the guy this had to be 93, and so normally I lined up on the ball. I always lined up on the ball, and the receiver was like the Z was lined up on the ball. I should have just left it alone.
Right.
But I motioned him to come back, and when I went to step forward, John snapped it. They threw me like a little end route. I went 75 yards. They tackled me at like the 8.
They brought it back.
Brought it back. They brought it back, Ocho. They brought it back.
I know you were hot. I know you were mad.
I couldn't be mad at nobody but myself.
Yeah.
Because all I had to do was stay my black ass still. He was fine. It wasn't like the play couldn't go off if I was off the ball and he was on the ball.
Right.
We was gonna run the same route regardless.
No matter what. Yeah.
But you know what? That's how it is. Ocho, Faith donated $100. Ocho, you gave more.
Is that Faith? That was Faith Evans?
No, I don't know who this Faith is, but she got this smoke for you. She said, Ocho, you gave more heat for choosing dogs over people. This season, Kansas City has more drops than a group of geriatric sperm donors in fertility clinic. And you gave him grace? Wide receivers that need heat too. We're rooting for you, bro. Still, team dogs.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Kadarius Toney gonna be all right, man. I've seen the flashes. I mean, everybody in this chat that's watching, we've seen what Kadarius Toney can do. I know once that confidence sets in, I know what you get. He made mistakes. He dropped balls. He had a bonehead play today, and we could say it cost his team his game. We know that.
Who knows?
We know that.
We don't know if Buffalo would have come down the field and scored or not, Ocho, but it definitely cost him to play. This was the player of the year. This was about to be the play thus far. Now, somebody else might come and do something, and they have 7 laterals, and it goes for a touchdown, and they win the game. But this was about thus far. This was going to be the player of the year because I didn't see this coming. Nobody. And normally at this stage of the game, you're not even thinking like that, Ocho.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'd have never thought, man, I'd have been too afraid because just my luck, I throw it to somebody and they bobble it. They drop it. Mike gonna look at me wanting to strangle me because he said you shouldn't have threw it to him.
You know what I do think? I do think as much as everyone, even tomorrow, are going to be up in arms about the play, about the offsides, I think that receiving core is going to come through when it counts most, and that's the playoffs. I look at the Chiefs' remaining schedule. They got the Patriots. I'm counting that as a win, and I mean no disrespect by that. They have the Raiders after that. I'm counting that as a win as well. They have my Bengals. Well, the Bengals are winning that, even with Jake Browning back there. They got the Chargers. The Chargers, I'm not sure what's going on with them.
Well, they lost fractured his index finger, Justin Herbert, and so they had to go to Eastern Stick.
Eastern Stick. So that's 3 wins out of the 4. I just named. They ain't beating the Bengals, but they're probably going to beat the Patriots. They're probably going to beat the Raiders, and they're probably going to beat the Chargers.
Okay.
So there we go. That's 4 games. That's 4 games of consistency where the receivers themselves can build confidence, and I think they're going to be all right come playoff time where it really matters. Get all the motherfucking mistakes out right now while you can. Get them all out. Kadarius Toney, I know you're going to see this. I know what you could do, boy. I know what you could do. Tighten up.
And sometimes you voice that anger at the officials so you don't put him further in the tank than he already is.
Yeah.
Because he's feeling bad because you saw him. He put the coat on and he tried to hide, but the CBS cameras kept finding it.
Right.
No matter where he went, they kept, they kept Find him wherever. It's just like anything. It's just like when you get a holding call or you drop a play.
Yeah,
camera's gonna find you.
And you know what make it even worse though is when you get a penalty, right?
Yeah.
The worst thing that they do, offensive holding number. God damn, ref. I don't need you to put me on blast like that. So it makes it even worse. So understanding how he feels in that manner, in that moment, and then thinking about, well, God damn, this is probably the play that would have won us the game. He already feeling bad, man.
Feeling bad, bro.
You know, and I understand Patrick Mahomes' frustrations, obviously not leaving the game in the ref's hands, even though Kadarius was offside. I know he was offside. I know he was. I know he covered the ball, but I'm just saying it sucks. It sucks.
Mm-hmm. The 49ers beat the Seahawks, beat division rival Seahawks. The 49ers won their 5th straight game. Brock Purdy, 368 yards on only 19 completions. Christian McCaffrey took the first play of the game, 72-yard run. He finished 145 yards on 16 attempts. Deebo Samuels, over 149 yards. Brandon Ayuk had 120 plus. George Kittle had I think he had 3 catches for like 60 yards. Deebo, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle each had a play for over 40 yards. DK Metcalf and Damadou Lenore were both ejected in the ball game. But the 49ers offensively, because Kyle Shanahan, he calls the game, and they put so much stress on you horizontally and vertically. So they'll go side to side, and they don't have a problem because the guys are so tremendous running for the catch. You look at, they're just trying to get the ball. And I love what Kyle did today. They threw a little quick route to Deebo. Deebo ran it down. He thought he had a touchdown. They stopped him at the 1 yard line. They put him in a tight formation, handed to him. Now you go get that, bro. You got, hey, I ain't gonna let nobody get your, I ain't gonna let your back, hey, I ain't gonna let nobody get your honey. You go on and finish it off now. You done bought the flowers, the chocolate, and got a nice movie. Hey, you got to seal the deal at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, 126 yards. Kittle had a big catch. Deebo was sensational. Christian McCaffrey sensational. Offensive line did a great job of Purdy, and Purdy did a phenomenal job of throwing the football. He was sensational today, Ocho. And he and Dak, I think, for the quarterbacks, I mean, really, it's like when you really get down to it, it's kind of going to be like, I think it's going to be 4 guys. I think it's going to be Dak, Purdy, C-Mac, and Tyreek.
C-Mac, okay, I like that. I like the fact that we have Tyreek in the competition now, even though when you think about MVP, for some reason it's always it's a quarterback.
It's going to be a quarterback. Unless the running back rush for 2,500 yards or have a LT type where he scores 30 touchdowns.
Right.
Now, because when LT had like 1,800 yards and 31 touchdowns.
31, I remember that season.
Okay, now, but 1,600 yards because these quarterbacks throwing for 4,500 and 40 touchdowns, 5,000. It's just because they've geared it. It's kind of like in NCAA, the Heisman. They normally, now look, we've had outliers, Devontae Smith just a couple of years ago, but he had one of the great statistical receiving seasons in college history. But talk about the 49ers and what you like from them offensively and defensively today.
Man, listen, defensively, we know what you get. You know what you get with Fred Warner, Tre'Davious Ward, and those boys.
Even though he went out, Ward went out early with a groin injury.
He went out with a groin injury, but I just want to talk about the goddamn offense. I've seen. Let me ask you a question before I talk about Purdy. I'm gonna get to Purdy. What do you think when we think about the greatest show on turf, that offense they had?
Yeah.
Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Kurt Warner,
Isaiah Hakeem.
Isaiah,
Ricky Pro.
How do you compare that to the 49ers? Is there any type of comparison, even though it's a little different, the way the offenses are run, even though the play styles that are skilled receivers are a little bit different?
Well, Big Game was looking to take the top off it. He and Akeem was great. The Miller, throw the jailbreak screen, and because he was such a great punt returner, get the ball in his hands in space. Ricky Pro was that possession receiver. Marshall Faulk could do a little bit of everything. Kind of like Christian McCaffrey, line him up out wide, put him in the slot, hand it to him, pitch it to him, throw it to him, and he could get you. Yes. So they're very similar. You look at Kurt Warner was an undrafted free agent. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick selected in the NFL draft.
Right.
Nobody kind of expected anything out of those guys. Both got their job because the starting quarterback got hurt and never looked back. But yeah, the thing that they're doing is that the big play potential. Debo is looking to hit his head on the goalpost every freaking time he touches the football, whether you hand it to him or you throw it to him. Christian McCaffrey the same way. Brandon Ayuk is getting better and better. And Kittle, he can block like a lineman. He can catch like a tight end. Catch like a wide receiver. He's tremendous run after the catch. Offensive line does a great job. And you already know, if you run to the left side behind Big Trent, hey, you getting 7-8 yards regardless.
Every time. Goddamn Purdy, man, has 7 straight games completing 70% or more of his passes. The funny thing about it, the last player to complete 70% or more of their passes in 8 straight games was goddamn Joe Montana. Joe Montana. And I just want to play devil's advocate for a little bit. Do we still, if we take, there's 31 other teams.
Yeah.
If you take Purdy off of the 49ers with the supporting cast that he has, can he still put up the same type of production? I'm just asking a question.
Somewhere else. No. I don't think he can, because I don't look at him as a guy that can perform outside of the system.
Okay.
Some guys can perform outside of the system. Right. I think he's perfect, because here's the thing: what you have to understand, the Ocho, is that Kyle is. Look, I played for Kyle's dad. Kyle is a chip off his old block. He's not an easy guy to play for, and he coaches hard. A lot of quarterbacks don't get coached hard because you can't curse, and you can't chastise them in front of the group. Normally they go into the meeting and they meet one-on-one the coordinator or the head coach. But that's not how Kyle will let you know if you F up, he gonna tell you, because that's how Mike was. But I think you can't knock what he's doing, because yes, Debo is putting the ball on the mud. That one he threw to Debo, I don't know what Jamal Adams was doing. Bruh, why would you stop your feet and you 15 yards deep?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? What are you looking for?
I think he might have thought, get me if I'm wrong, he might have thought he was going to the corner flat, like rounding it off. Yeah. But he just kept going to the corner.
Yeah, he kept it high.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, he kept it high instead.
But you know why I kept it high? Because your feet were planted in cement. So guess what?
Guessing.
You're exactly right. He guessed wrong. But here's the thing. My coach, Les Steckel, who was my position coach in '93, he said, "Son, if you hesitate, you beat."
Every time.
You got to go.
All it takes is a split second now.
Ocho, you got to go somewhere in a hurry. If he who hesitate is beat in that sport. Now, you baseball, I understand baseball, but I do understand this. If you hesitate in the game of football, you will get beat.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand, while you're hesitating, that guy's moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's moving.
You got to keep your feet alive.
Gotta stay alive.
Keep your feet alive.
You got to stay alive. But Purdy has been, look, since they got them dogs back, since Debo came back, since Christian McCaffrey has been healthy. Big Trent, T-Dub has been back. They've gone to another level. And they can, at the drop of a hat, 3-4 possessions in a row, they got 28.
28, easy. So I'm looking at the remaining schedule, right? And I don't want to sit here and crown, you know what, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Blah,
I believe
blah.
They'll be the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
I know where you're going with this, because you look. Yeah, I think they got Arizona. They got Arizona.
Cardinals,
they got
Ravens, Commanders, Rams.
Yes,
they could sweep that. I'm looking.
They got the Ravens on Christmas. Christmas on Monday. They got the Ravens on Christmas. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm looking at from a defensive perspective. Do the Ravens have the personnel to match up with what the 49ers do?
It's going to be tough, because I don't
exactly. That's the problem. And offensively, can they continue to put out the output? Can the Ravens continue to put out the output and match the 49ers score for score?
They're going to have to. The thing is, but my concern is that if you don't pressure Purdy, you can't beat the 49ers.
Right.
You got to pressure.
You got to make him.
You got to pressure. You got to pressure.
Get him off the spot. Yeah.
You got to. But Kyle does a great job of rolling him, rolling him, booting him, misdirection. They change it. They change. They're bunch formation and guys disperse and they go a lot of different directions. They'll give you the same look from a different formation, and he constantly keeps you guessing.
Right.
Without the assistance of turnovers. And turnovers are the great equalizer, because if you're better than a team and you turn the ball over, you go down to their level or you bring them up to your level. Right. Whatever the case may be, you make yourself equal to them. I just don't see Ocho without the assistance of maybe 3 turnovers in a game.
Right.
Or your team, the opposing team quarterback plays the game of his life. It's just hard for me to see a scenario, especially in the regular season, of a team beating them. Now, I'm anxious to see that game, that Monday night. That's going to tell us a lot, that Christmas game, the Ravens, because the Ravens right now are in the catbird seat. They own their number one. They have control their destiny. They can be the number 1 seed. I think they're going to have to win out in order to be the number 1 seed, the 49ers. Right. But they're the only team that I don't care where they play. They can go back to Philly. They can go to Dallas. Yeah. And I believe they will be favored to win.
Yeah.
They're great. Let's talk about DK. DK and Domador Lenore were both ejected late. DK picked up Fred Warner, slammed him to the turf after he had lateraled the ball.
Yeah. Then, he didn't know he lateraled it though. He thought Fred still had the ball.
Right. Then Fred pushed DK from behind before the wide receiver jumps up, grabs Fred by his face mask, give him a little shove, like, bro, who you think you're talking to? And then shoved it. And then Lenore get involved into the ensuing scuffle. Fred said he told DK, you tackled really well before the altercation. For some reason, he didn't like that. I guess what happened, happened. It's unfortunate, but he got to learn to keep his composure. Yeah. And we've seen DK get a couple of these this season. I think this is his 3rd or 4th one this season, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
What's your takeaway?
I mean, he's frustrated. Emotions getting the best of him, not having the type of game you want to have, especially with what you just did against the Cowboys not too long ago. You weren't able to get off the same way. Team is losing. You're frustrated. You're emotional. So I get it, but you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't hurt your team. Obviously, they need you out there on the field, especially Geno being out.
Right.
Geno being out. So you got to be on the field to help your team and at least do your best to will them to a win, even though the chance of beating the 49ers today, it was slim to none, but at least be on the field to contribute.
Right. Zach Wilson had his best game of the season.
Zach
Wilson.
Zach Wilson. Say it loud and proud.
30-6. Jets snap a 5-game losing streak after a very sluggish start, in which they had 11 consecutive punts, the first scoreless first half since 2019. But the Jets found a rhythm and scored 30 points in the second half, the most points they've scored in a game since scoring 31 against the Broncos in Week 5. Zach Wilson. 27-36, 301, 2 touchdowns. C.J. Stroud exited the ball game late in the 4th quarter after taking a hit from Big Quinny Williams.
Yeah.
Talk about what did you like from the Jets today?
From the Jets today, I just want to say I'd like to thank the Jets offensive line. I'd like to thank the Jets offensive coordinator. I'm not sure what his name is. I apologize.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Nathaniel Hackett. I love you, Nathaniel Hackett. I love you. I'm not sure what plays you called today, but that's the Zach Wilson I'm used to seeing. That's the Zach Wilson we
you ain't saw that Zach Wilson.
Hey, stay with me, baby. That's the Zach Wilson we can see week in and week out with that type of play calling. Garrett Wilson, I love you. Alan Lazard, I love you. Randall Cobb, that's what I'm talking about. This is what the Jets can be week in and week out. This is what we can do. And I'm saying we because I'm riding the Zach Wilson train since he left motherfucking BYU, and I ain't getting the fuck off. God damn, that shit felt good today because I was ready for this.
So this is Zach Wilson, huh?
That's Zach. Today what you saw today. That's Zach Wilson.
So let me get this. So the other Zach Wilson we've been seeing, that's his representative.
No, that's the Zach Wilson where the play calling isn't up to par, where things aren't going well.
You see what you do? You see what you do? You see what you did? When he plays well, it's Zach Wilson. When he doesn't play well, it's the play calling. Now, which is it?
Listen, sometimes things don't go well.
Sometimes. That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
You didn't say sometimes. Why Zach Wilson played well today, because the play calling was up to par.
So when he doesn't play well, the play calling is not up to par. So you're excusing.
That's
so
the reason.
In other words, you're excusing Zach Wilson's play because there has to be someone else when he doesn't play well.
Well, Zach Wilson can't overcome bad play calling. He can't overcome.
Can a good play caller overcome Zach Wilson? Again, you have a tendency.
I have a question.
But let me ask you. Go ahead. I'm going to ask you a question. Yes.
Is Nathaniel Hackett known for being an elite play caller like an Eric Bieniemy or Andy Reid?
No.
Is he
Zach
known?
Wilson,
say it again.
Zach Wilson. Is Zach Wilson known to be an elite quarterback? Is he Jordan Love? Is he C.J. Stroud? Is he Jordan Love? Is he C.J. Stroud? I just asked you a question.
I want you to stay on topic. I asked you a question. How you gonna answer a question with a question? You never answered the first question.
But what you do is that you blame everybody else when your guy plays
bad. I ain't blame nobody. I didn't blame anybody.
Just said the play caller.
I just told you why the Jets looked the way they did and why my guy Zach Wilson was 27 for 36 for 301 and 2 TDs. That's what I just told you.
But what you said is that you said this is the Zach Wilson we can expect when we get the play calling. So I'm saying, so when Zach Wilson played bad, it's Nathaniel Hackett's fault. When he plays good, you just said it was Zach Wilson. You didn't give Nathaniel Hackett no credit. You gave the credit to Zach Wilson.
Because, wait a minute. Hold on. Who's on the field? Who's on the field? Executing the plays that are called from Nathaniel Hackett.
He was on the field when he was looking like what the elephant left on the showground too. But you didn't mention that.
Wait, hold on. What the elephant left on the showground?
You tell me what he ate after eating all them peanuts and hay. What did he leave on the showground? Yeah, that's what he left. That's what Zach Wilson was playing like.
Let's stay on the positive. The Jets and Zach Wilson played good fucking football. And as a Jets fan, I'm a Jets fan. Actually, no, I'm a Zach Wilson fan. I'm happy for the young fella. And today's game is going to build him great confidence builder.
You said that when they played the Broncos. You said that when they beat Philly.
Great confidence builder.
You said that when they beat Philly.
Who did Jets play next?
I'm just saying.
Who did Jets play next? Somebody ask somebody, who did Jets play next?
Ash pulling it up.
Who did Jets play next? I'm telling you, it's going to carry over into next week offensively. But it's something about having a game like this. When everybody been in your head, when they bench you last week, but goddamn Trevor Siemian.
They played the Dolphins. They played the Dolphins.
Oh shit, they played
in Miami. Yeah.
For real?
Why to change your tone? If Zach Wilson is what you said, who they play does not matter.
Right. But
don't say right. No. I need you to have the bravado that you just had 2 minutes ago.
Hey, I still got the bravado, but I'm from Liberty City.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. No, and you ride with you ain't riding with Zach no more.
I'm a Dolphins fan now. I'm a Dolphins fan first. Stay with me real quick, baby. Listen, listen, let me finish. I was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital, right near Overtown at 308 on January 9th, 1968.
Yeah. So I am a Dolphins fan at heart. He should call it. Okay, you're a Dolphins fan, but Zach Wilson.
See, I didn't know the Jets was playing the Dolphins.
It does not matter.
Zach Wilson finna have a game though. He finna have a game.
Okay.
He finna have a game.
Okay.
He finna have a game.
So with J. Ram and Xavier Howard. Okay.
I could counter that with Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, and Garrett Wilson. What's happening?
You talking about the Alan Lazard? They was a healthy stretch. That Alan Lazard?
That was 3 weeks ago. You still on that? You still on the pass? You still on the pass? Let's make a healthy bet. Let's make a healthy bet.
What? What you want? Make a lot of yourself.
Make a lot on yourself.
No.
$100.
$100. What you got? What's Zach?
I don't want to bet Dolphins Jets because
you bet Zach
a Dolphins
numbers.
Fan. I'm betting Zach. You took it right out of my mouth. Let's bet Zach numbers.
Okay, go to bet it.
Okay. Well, he gonna have another 300. Let's bet he have another 300-yard game.
Okay, bet.
No, I bet.
I'm betting you.
Okay. Well, we got a shake. Give me a virtual shake. Yeah, $100. Zach have another 300-yard game.
Ocho, you got to stop. Ocho,
what I do?
Ocho, you got to stop that. You can't say when a guy plays good it's him, and when a guy plays bad it's somebody else's fault. You can't do that.
Okay, all right. It was Zach Wilson's fault when he played bad. Okay, is that better?
No, we gonna move on because I think we just should move on and with
hey Zach, Ravens. I know you're gonna see this, Zach. I know Zach probably watching. Zach, I know you watching, baby. I love you, baby. Keep that shit up. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go.
The Ravens win a thriller in overtime, 37-31.
That was
Tyler
crazy.
Wallace walks it off with a 76-yard punt return with just over a minute to play in the fourth quarter. Hold on. Lamar hit Zay Flowers for the go-ahead touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good, but the Rams, led by Matthew Stafford, drive down the field, get a game-tying field goal. Both teams have the ball at least once in the overtime. The Rams punt the ball off, and here's what Tyler Wallace takes it 76 yards. Matthew Stafford and Lamar was going head-to-head. Lamar Jackson, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns. 70 yards rushing. Matthew Stafford, 294, 3 touchdowns. I thought Lamar played extremely well. He left what he had. I think that was Bateman. If he doesn't underthrow that ball and let Witherspoon
get his hand on it,
I think but I thought Lamar threw the ball exceptional today. I thought he was in complete command. He was decisive. He threw the ball with conviction, and when it wasn't there, he took off. There was no indecision whatsoever with Lamar Jackson. He looked sensational today. OBJ is starting to look like the OBJ that we remember. 97 yards on 4 catches, highlighted by a 46-yard touchdown catch, rolled into the end zone. What did you like? What did you like from what you saw from the Ravens?
Listen, not from the Ravens. I like what I saw from Lamar Jackson, because as Lamar Jackson goes, that Ravens offense and team is going to go. I like the fact that Lamar Jackson has become a pocket passer. I'm not running. I'm not looking to run unless I have to. Lamar Jackson is dropping back, processing, reading 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 is not there. Then I'll go and run. Yes. Then I'll take off. Zay Flowers, Odell, Bateman are doing everything they can to get open and to be available for him at all times.
Yes.
The Ravens defense is so goddamn good. So goddamn good. Today, obviously, you're playing a juggernaut of an offense with Cooper Kupp, Stafford, Puka Nacua, that can move the ball up and down.
Kyron Williams running the football.
Running the ball. They started off the game. The Rams started off the game, goddamn, running the ball and gashing it. But is that going to be able to happen consistently over and over? You fix the issues with that, but that offense, as fucking Lamar Jackson goes, they go. Obviously, when you think about the Ravens, obviously their identity most of the time or throughout the years has always been the defense. Obviously, having someone as dynamic as Lamar Jackson, some would say offensively it would be them. But dog, with Lamar playing like he played today, with them right now being the number 1 seed in the AFC, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, Lamar them the number 1 seed.
That's what I said. Number 1 seed.
Yeah, number 1 seed in the AFC. Yes. Yeah.
Man, listen. As much as it pains me to say this, they can go far.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They can go far.
Yes. Odell, 4 catches, 97 yards, 46-yard touchdown against his former team. He showed them some love at the beginning of the game, dapped everybody up. I'm sure it was great to see him and compete against those guys, because he did win a Super Bowl. I thought he was on his way to having an unbelievable day had he not suffered that injury, missed all of last year. But now it's taken him a while. But the last 3 weeks, he's shown you that he's back to being Odell, and they're giving him opportunities. And it's never a good thing. But I think the Mark Andrews, it forced Lamar to have belief in other players, because he always had Mark Andrews in his back pocket. I could always go to 89. I could always find 89. But now he has to rely on Lively. He has to rely on Bateman. He has to rely on Zay Flowers. He has to rely on Odell. And it's forced him, and he's spreading the ball around, and he has the utmost confidence without his security blanket. So I ain't got no choice. I'm going to find me a new security blanket. So the first one of y'all get open, y'all my security, y'all my new security blanket.
And the funny thing about it, with Mark Andrews not being out and everyone actually being able to be not what's the word I'm looking for? Not only are they making themselves available, they're making the plays.
Yeah.
They're making the plays. The goddamn Ravens are scoring 30 points or more a game the past 6 or 7 games. 30 points.
Yeah.
Through the air.
Yeah. As long as the only thing, Ocho, is just take care of the football.
Yeah. The
just take care of the football.
Turnovers will hurt you.
That's the equalizer.
Will hurt you every time.
Congratulations to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson said, "Don't count me out for that MVP just yet either." Now I might have something. I might have something to say about that. Looking at, I think the Cowboys, they got the Dolphins and the Bills on their schedule, and I think Purdy.
Raven got the 49ers coming up too now.
Yeah. But Arizona and I don't know about them.
Listen, Arizona messed up the Cowboys out the blue. I call them trap games.
Yeah.
Trap games. You have a game like that. Look at the goddamn Bears. The Bears beat the Lions today. The Lions been playing goddamn great football all season long. And
it's a division game. And it's a division. The Lions and Bears are a division opponent.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's one of those things you just never know.
Yep. Joe Flacco leads Cleveland over Jacksonville 31-27. Joe Flacco helped the Browns stay in the AFC playoff mix with an 8-5 record. He threw for 311 yards, 26 of 45, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's the 4th quarterback to start a game for the Browns this year. Deshaun started 1, PJ Walker, DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. And after the game, Kevin Stefanski named Joe Flacco the starter for the rest of the season. What did you like? So. The one thing, look, he ain't mobile. He ain't ever going to be mobile.
Straight pocket
The Statue of Liberty has moved more than Joe Flacco. But I tell you what, he got a big arm. He could throw the ball through the eye of a hurricane. And there's not an area on the field that he can't reach. And he got great route runner in Amari Cooper. And Njoku played really well today. They can run the ball with Ford and Kareem Hunt. Offensive line is solid. They might be in the mix. And we know that defense. We know that defense can get after your quarterback and they can pick you off. So what'd you like from the Browns today?
Listen, the fact, forget the Browns, the defense is gonna be what they do. But goddamn, Flacco obviously won his 100 career game today at 38 years old, coming off the street.
His couch.
Coming off his couch.
Or carpool, whatever.
Coming off the couch at 38 years old, Super Bowl winning quarterback, might I add, 26 for 45, like you said, 311 yards. That means if you can do that off the couch and win a game like he did today, shit, the goddamn, are they in contention? The Browns,
they're smack dab in the playoff contention. Absolutely,
they'll be a wild card though.
Yeah. Because they're in the division with the Ravens. They're 2 games behind the Ravens.
Right. So that's a team that, when I think about it, that's a team that you wouldn't want to play. You wouldn't want to play a team like the goddamn Browns going into the playoffs. If you get them as a wild card with a quarterback that knows how to win in the postseason.
Oh yeah, so postseason Joe is different now. Postseason Joe Flacco different now.
Yeah,
he's different.
Exactly.
That man, he's gone on the road and beat Peyton Manning. He's gone on the road and beat Joe Flacco. He's gone on the road with us. So, in the regular season, he's so-so.
Yeah. You don't know,
but in the postseason, Joe Flacco will bust your head.
Yeah, and then he has a supporting cast around him to get the job done.
Ocho, we got 32,000 in the chat watching us live right now, bro.
Whoa. 32,000 people?
32,000. We try to get the phone. We tried to get the 40, then 50.
Hey, that's a lot of people, man.
That's a lot of people because we get them good content.
Please listen. We ain't even got to the good content yet. We just talking football. We didn't even get to the good content yet.
The story's coming.
Oh, the stuff, man.
Man, they talking about Ocho, talking about he's slaying dragon to get a queen. I said, well, Ocho did that. They said, yeah, man. Please make sure you click that subscribe button and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to hear what you think. What are we doing good? What can we get better at? What would you like for us to do away with? Obviously, it's easier for us to do a pan around the league on a Sunday because there's so many games.
Yeah.
But once we get to Monday, once we get to Thursday, we try to stay updated. We don't really try to go back. That's why we try to get all the games that we want to talk about. We try to get those in when they actually happen. So we stay as current as we possibly can. Now, sometimes there's some things that Ocho says, well, hey, I want to go back and touch on this. I say, Ocho, I want to go back and touch on that. And we will touch on it. But for the most part, we try to stay current. So we try to talk about as many games as we possibly can on Sunday. And then when we come on Monday, the best thing about tomorrow is that there's a doubleheader. So we got 2 games tomorrow to discuss tomorrow. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave us a comment on Apple Podcasts. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. 32,000. Let's see if we can get that to 40. Hey, y'all get on the phone. At 32,000, get on the phone with one of your homeboys, your homegirls, your mom, or your dad, and say, man, y'all told over to watch Nightcap with Unc and Ocho.
Matter of fact, when you go to work tomorrow, tell your boss I said subscribe too.
Yeah.
Tell your bosses, and your colleagues and all that, and all your people.
Yeah. Like Ernest. The Professor Clump, he said, no, mom, ain't nothing going on. That's a colleague.
Yeah.
Colleague. The Broncos beat the Chargers. The Broncos are now 7-6, 1 game behind the Chiefs for first place in the AFC West. The Broncos defense piled up 6 sacks, added 2 takeaways, and did not allow third down conversion on 12 tries. Cortland Sutton continued his career best season with a one-handed 46-yard touchdown catch from Russell Wilson in the third quarter and essentially put the game away. Sutton has, Ocho, check this out. Cortland Sutton has 10 touchdown catches this season, which is the most by a Bronco receiver since Bebe, Demaryius Thomas, rest your soul, DT, caught 11 in 2014. Russ finished 21 of 33, 224, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Justin Herbert, as I mentioned at the top, fractured his index finger in the second quarter, did not return.
Russell Wilson is him. Am I allowed to say that? am I allowed to say that? Obviously, we were condemning. People were jumping on him. People were like, you need to put away the Bible and get out there and play some football and execute the offense. You know, the marriage between him and, God damn, why am I forgetting the head coach? Sean Payton, you know, it wasn't right now.
You talking about the marriage between him? You talking about the marriage between him and the head coach?
Between him and Payton. Yeah, you know, it seemed like it wasn't working. It wasn't gelling. But listen, they was in the dating phase, and they went on the honeymoon, and now you're seeing the marriage blossom between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, and things are going exactly where they want to go. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, and the way they look offensively. Communication is key. Yeah, communication is key, and the way they look offensively. Sutton playing good football. Jerry Jeudy is doing what he needs to do.
No, he's not. Ocho, stop that, Ocho.
Listen,
Ocho, stop that. Ocho, stop that. Come on now.
What you talking about, man?
Ocho, come on. Ocho.
What you got something against? You got something against?
No, I ain't got nothing against. No, I'm never gonna have.
What Jeudy did wrong today? What Jeudy did wrong today?
Drops. He had some drops. He had drops. Come on, Ocho. He had a touchdown, and he didn't drag his feet. All he got to do is drag his feet, and he got one in and stepped out of bounds.
What you think maybe he didn't know? He didn't understand spatial awareness.
He's supposed to know. He's the wide receiver. You got to know where you are on the field, Ocho.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you saying
have I ever played wide receiver in the NFL game? Yes. Have I ever caught a touchdown as a wide receiver in the NFL game? Yes.
So, have you ever caught a touchdown and you weren't able to get both feet in?
Ocho.
Yes.
Ocho.
Yes.
Ocho, if you see the play, Ocho, if you saw the play, you'd have said, yeah, Judy, you got to get that one in. If you saw the play.
One thing I know about receivers, they want them touchdowns. They want them touchdowns.
Ocho.
He definitely
Ocho, you can't make that mistake, Ocho. It's Ocho. That's wide receiver 101.
You're right. Okay. All right.
That's wide receiver 101. Russ threw him one on the sideline, but Ocho.
You got to keep your eyes on the ball.
He's a body catcher, Ocho. If the ball really not in his body.
Judy got hands now. Don't do that.
He don't trust him. He don't trust him. And if he don't trust him, why should I? They're your hands. If you catching everything in your body, if you say you got good hands and you got to catch
listen, catching with your body is situational based on where you are on the field. You're in the middle of the field, sometimes you want to secure the catch with your body. Anything in the open, you got comebacks, you got sometimes.
Ocho, sometimes you just got to high point the ball, Ocho. You can't always jump up and do this. You can't always jump up and do that, Ocho.
Right.
Sometimes you got to do this.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it's situational. You don't want to get yourself killed now.
But here's the thing, though, Ocho. When I say a guy's body catcher, is that he's most comfortable catching the ball in his body. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everybody from Jerry Rice to Chris Carter to Larry Fitzgerald, even the guys that we think Brandon Lowe, even the guys that we think have great hands, have caught the ball in their body.
Right.
But they're comfortable catching the ball out here like this.
You know what's funny? When I think about it, I'm glad you said that. In the NFL, and I'm not sure the casual fan would say this. Sometimes the casual fan would say, "Oh man, that's an easy catch." But there are some people that are just natural pass catchers. Mm-hmm. Like it's a beauty. Like think about point guards. There are a lot of point guards in the NBA, right? But something about seeing Kyrie Irving play the point and dribble and have the skill he has.
Right.
He's honed that skill to where he's so much better and different than everybody else when it comes to dribbling and coming off the drip. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting that. And there's some people like Larry Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins. Those are what I call natural God-given pass catchers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just naturally God-given pass catchers.
Right.
There's one more person. I just left somebody out that has.
Because I always tell guys, hell, if you don't trust it, you don't trust your hands. You think I should?
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, those are yours.
The object is to catch the ball, whether it's your body, whether your hands, and sometimes some people are a little bit more comfortable in relying on catching with the body because it puts you in a more comfortable state when you got bodies around you trying to knock your head off.
The thing is, like when you catch with your hands. Catching with your hands, you're really catching with your eyes because your eyes have to track the ball. So when you go up and do this, you got to because I see a lot of people try to catch the ball. Bro, you got to throw your head back. You got to see the ball. How the hell you catch it like this? And you looking at me. You think I'm going to throw the ball in your hands right there? Bro, you got to take your head back. And I don't see enough guys. I mean, it's easy because you get you just cradle over and catch it. Mm-hmm. Nah, bro. I mean, like I said, the Ocho, like on a fourth down or a big third down, I'm trying to body that thing. But early on, I'm trying to get up out of Dodge.
Trying to be pretty with it, huh?
Hey, I'm trying to get up out of Dodge. I'm trying to hear and go.
Yeah.
But he just, I mean, it's just, I mean, the thing that touchdown, but Ocho, when you settle for field goals, that gets you beat.
Yeah.
I mean, and you dealing with a team like the Chargers, and granted, they're already on their backup quarterback. I want to deal them a death blow. I want to 21-0, it's over for y'all. Go home and get ready for next year.
Yep, pass the sticks.
Yep, y'all done. But congratulations on the Broncos winning. Hey, I
see you, Russell Wilson. God is good, boy.
Bronco country. That's what we do. Bronco country.
Let's ride.
Don't do that. No, we don't put that ride ish to bed.
That's what he said.
Ain't nobody ride.
Russell Wilson said, Bronco country, let's ride.
That was last year. You ain't heard him mention it at all. Oh, nobody want to hear no let's ride. No.
He need to bring it back.
No,
Bronco
we ain't bringing
country,
nothing
let's
back.
Ride.
No.
Jesus got the wheel.
Check this. No, he about to drive that thing up in the ditch. Check this out. Last week, Jamal Adams attacks a reporter's wife and then double down. Last week, Jamal Adams was beaten for what was essentially a game-winning touchdown by Jake Ferguson in the Seattle loss to the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Jets beat reporter Connor Hughes, who covered the team since Adams was still with them, tweeted yikes on the touchdown. He never mentioned Jamal by name, but it's pretty clear the yikes who it's for. Nothing more, nothing less. That prompted Jamal Adams to post a picture of his own with yikes in response and go after Hughes' appearance of his wife. Adams doubled down talking to the media. Yeah. It's always the athlete that crossed the line when he responds. But at the end of the day, the disrespect is disrespect. However you want to take it. So I responded. I knew when I hit that tweet, I wasn't in it to win it. At the end of the day, I was going to get him to understand, leave me the hell alone. When others go low, I go lower. You know what I'm saying? That mean that, Ocho. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they go low, I go to the basement. And if you join me in the basement, I go to hell.
I have a question.
Yes.
The beat reporter. Who is the beat reporter for?
For the Jets. He covered the Jets when Jamal Adams was at the Jets.
Okay. So why are you posting anything that has to do with the Seahawks in the first place? And then putting yikes behind it? Why? Why even go there? Why go out your way to purposely antagonize someone that doesn't even play for your organization instead of focusing on our team? I'm saying our team because I'm Zach Wilson, bitch. Zach Wilson fan. Why do that? So, of course, purposely trying to antagonize him and say yikes because he got beat on a touchdown.
Yeah.
They won the game on.
Right.
So he fired back in his own manner. You can't disrespect me and tell me how the disrespect should be taken.
So
I can react how I want to react. And
so
no, you ask that question, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. So
no, so somebody tweeting yikes that you got beat for a touchdown is disrespectful.
Why are you even? You already know what he's trying to do now. Come on now, don't play, Unc. Don't play.
I'm just saying.
You know he did. You know he digging at the man now. You know he digging at him. He taking a dig at him.
But
it's low. It's low. Why are you doing that as a Jets beat reporter? You shouldn't be focused on nothing the Seahawks are doing or somebody that used to play for your organization. You don't need to.
But Jamal Adams getting beat for a touchdown, why is that surprising when he's not known as a cover safety?
I don't know. If that was he's not a cover safety. He's in the box.
That's not a cover safety. That's a strong safety.
Right. I know. I'm just saying.
I look at. Would you say Ed Reed is a cover safety?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I look at
and he can play in the box. That's the crazy part about it.
Or I look at a Kevin Byard. He's a guy. A Justin Simmons. Those are guys. A Minka Fitzpatrick. Those are guys that I look at as cover safeties. Right. I look at him as a box safety. He's tremendous against the run. He's going to blitz. You send him on a blitz to knock the opposing get the opposing quarterback. Right. I don't want him in coverage. I don't want him no more. I don't want him more than 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Right. I don't want him down the field. That's not what he's good at. I don't want him on any tight end. Right. None, because that's not his expertise. That's like me. You asking me to hold up against a Michael Strahan or Bruce Smith or Reggie White. And then when I get beat, I'm like, yeah, what you expect to happen? You expected me. Yes.
Yeah. Well, again, why are you even going out your way? Why are you even going out your way? Because you know what you're doing.
Man,
you know what you're doing.
Do
I condone the disrespect of someone's person? No, I don't. But you can't tell someone how to react when you start first. When you started first purposely,
and guess what happened?
You can't tell someone how to react.
Guess what the 49ers did on social media when he got beat by Debo? Yikes.
Yeah, because he put it out there. He started it. Of course. Of course they're going to use it. So now it's a running joke. Of course. See?
You open Pandora's Ocho. To this day, they said Shannon couldn't block. Just imagine, as many times as somebody said Shannon couldn't block, if I went around insulting people's wives or girlfriends or significant others, Ocho.
I hear what you're saying. If you can't take it, don't dish it. You know what you was doing as a beat reporter, putting yikes behind something by a player that isn't even with your organization anymore. You're taking a dig at him using yikes.
This all Jamal Adams had to say. Those that can do, those that can't write or teach about.
Why are you telling him how you tell him how to respond to the disrespect?
That's how you come back. Because now they're like, oh, you salty. Now for the rest of, guess what? Every time he get beat, guess what for the rest of his life? So he going to go around insulting the 49ers social media or the 49ers. So because you know what you open it up. You know what you open up, Ocho.
Yeah. That's the way the world works. That's the way the world works. But I'm just saying, in this world we live in, you can't disrespect someone and then tell them how to react to the disrespect.
True.
You can't.
True. But which
is why I don't say anything bad about anybody.
I know, and that's a problem. But anyway, we'll get.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm here to love. God, I talked to God the other day. He said, boy, you're on earth, and this is your purpose. Your purpose is to love, to critique at times, but to love. That's your main goal.
Well, you need to be a missionary. But anyway, I will say this. Here's a simple rule. You got to be careful of letting people know what makes you tick. Because once you let a person know what makes you tick, they can wind your ass up and make you tick when they want you to.
Right.
Be careful, Ocho. Now they know what makes Jamal Adams tick. I'm gonna wind his ass up.
I don't think he was really ticked. I think he was just
the man that saw the man's wife, Ocho. You don't think the man was ticked?
No, he was just firing back. You know how
well,
it is.
Let me ask you a question. Tell me why people fire back.
Huh?
Means you heard exactly what I said. Explain to the people at home. Explain to the people at home why do people fire back.
The people at home fire back to get their lick back. It's okay.
You got
jokes. Hold on.
Why you get your lick back?
You got jokes? Oh,
why
you want to be funny?
Why you get your lick back? If you want
to be funny, talk about yikes. Here, let me be funny too. Yikes, right back.
Hold on. If you said he wasn't ticked, why he need to get a lick back?
Because I mean, come on,
No. Let me ask you a question. Don't ask a question.
Do you really think?
Answer that question.
Answer that question. He was upset.
Answer that question. He was
upset. Think about it.
Yes.
Do you really think it was upset?
He said, at the end of the day, I was to get him to understand, leave me the hell alone. When others go low, I go lower. So he felt.
Do you think he was really upset? Do you really think it bothered him that much?
It doesn't matter what I think.
Listen, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said the first time? You know I don't like you and didn't like you when I was with the Jets. So why even go out your way to do what you did? He did it for a reason.
So clearly he was ticked because he didn't like it when he was with the Jets.
He wasn't ticked. He just, I don't like you, but you want to go out your way to make a post about me getting beat.
I'm confused.
So I'm gonna fire back. What's wrong with that?
I'm confused.
So he has to be upset because he fired back? So if you say something about me and I say something about you because you said something back, that means I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm just firing back.
I'm only gonna respond if it bothers me.
That ain't how it works. That's a damn lie. Because every time I talk shit to somebody, I'm not responding because I'm upset. You talking shit? Well, I'm gonna talk shit back to you. I don't gotta be upset about it.
You see what you did? Had they not said anything, would you have responded?
Going about my way.
Okay,
I've been going about my way.
Thanks for making my point.
But since you went out your way to say something, I'm gonna say something back. Doesn't mean I'm upset.
Ocho, do you understand? I don't know if you noticed, but everybody, there are a lot of people that got podcasts, and they only have podcasts. They only do numbers if they talk about me and Stephen A.
Right.
I don't respond. I don't care. I don't care about you one way or another to lend my audience to hear me go back and forth with you. I understand. That's what you want.
Right.
I just want to know, why can't you make content without talking about me, without talking about Stephen A?
Wait a minute. I need a little better context now. Who be talking about you?
I don't mention names. I don't mention names on my show.
Wait, hold on.
If you want to talk about, if you want to tweet about them, I don't mention.
Nah, man.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
Ain't nobody finna play with us like that. Like
no. They're not playing with you. They're playing with me.
We a team. No, they ain't playing with you because we a package deal.
I'm good, Ocho.
Hey,
see, I tell you,
listen, I don't play that shit, man. I'll fuck somebody up about you, man.
No, we don't need to do that. Ocho,
you understand? Ocho,
who
playing with us?
Ocho, we messing them up by having 35,000 watching live. We messing them up that we got 430 in 2 months. That's what's messing them up. That's what's bothering them. That's what's eating Gilbert's grapes.
Who is Gilbert? Oh, you got a problem? Who is Gilbert?
No, it's a long story. I explain it to you one day.
Hey, but you can't be letting people just say anything about us, man. You need to let me know, man.
Ocho.
I'm with the shit, boy. You heard me?
You know my grandma.
Hey, I beat the nigga ass about you, boy. I don't play that shit.
We don't need. But Ocho, let me tell you something. My grandmother told me when I was a little boy. She said, "Boy, never chase a lie."
Yeah.
I don't care.
You sure you good?
I'm great.
Okay.
Good.
Shit, let me listen. Let me know.
Ocho,
let me know.
I've been having see.
I ain't even know. You shouldn't have told me that because I want to know who said something.
Nah, Ocho.
I want to know who said something about you.
Ocho, it's not important. But I'm just saying, at the same thing.
The fact that they can even The fact they can even
Ocho
had a audacity to say something
Ocho,
about you.
but that's how they get clicks. They gotta mention me.
Yeah, they gonna get a click.
They can't produce content like me. You and I, we don't discuss anybody else in this business. You do what you do. I'm happy for anybody that has a podcast that's on television and you're producing content. I don't got to take no shot at nobody. I don't got to type, well, this person feels that way or that person, because I don't care what y'all think, because y'all don't cut no checks.
Right. Okay.
Y'all don't stop me from doing what I need to do in order to thrive, not live, thrive.
Right.
So
it's just hard for me to understand. It's hard because you a good dude,
but
man.
Ocho,
you're a good dude outside of them expensive ass dogs, and people talk about you. That shit
Ocho,
don't sit right with me.
But here's the thing, though, Ocho. You have to understand. Think about, I'm one of the few guys, and there are a lot, especially, I wasn't classically trained to be a journalist. Mm-hmm. Okay. I was at CBS for a decade. Mm-hmm. Great opportunity. I appreciate Tony Batiti. I appreciate Sean McManus for giving me the opportunity. Mm-hmm. But I was kind of miscast because I don't need to be at a desk I don't work good in sound bites. Mm. I need time to expand upon why I'm saying what I said. Right. So the format that I got when I got in 2016 when I went to Undisputed was perfect for me. Mm-hmm. It also got an opportunity for people to see my personality, the sense of humor, the relatability, the charm. They got an opportunity to see that. I'm not afraid to make fun of myself. I'm cool. I'm cool being Shannon Sharpe. I don't need to be anybody else other than myself.
Right.
And so all of a sudden, people like, man, they gave me, my followers, my fans, I never called myself Unc. Right. They gave me that. Now everybody that I meet, that's how they refer to me.
Right.
NBA players, NFL players. I'm talking about people in the street, even women. Right. Can I call you Unc? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother. I'm happy, but it bothers them because of the level of success that I've enjoyed, especially over the last couple of years.
No, they said that. They said in American Gangster. They said that in the movie American Gangster. I'd never forget that line. Success creates enemies.
Yes.
But I just told I told this to you before. You can't worry about nobody else's plate. You got to always keep your eyes on your own plate and not what nobody else doing.
I've never taken a shot publicly, privately at anybody.
You gonna tell me who?
No.
I just want to start some shit.
Nah, I know, but that's what they want. But that's not on my watch. What we got? Here we go.
I'm feeling good.
We're getting a ton of Falcon-centric chats. Dion, while we're on topic of play calling, what would the Falcons be free of Arthur Smith and Desmond Ridder? Man, Desmond Ridder, just the turnovers, man. It's just hard to overcome that. And he had a decent day. I think he threw for 347 yards.
Yeah.
But just the turnovers.
That guy.
It's just the mistakes.
Robinson, boy, he good, boy.
Oh, Bijan Robinson. I like the kid from USC.
Yeah.
What's the
Drake
London? Yeah. They got Kyle Pitts. I mean, they need. That's what they need. They need to release Kyle Pitts to somebody that's gonna use him the right way. That's what they need to do. But the thing is, Arthur Smith has a really tight end centric offense. The tight ends normally do tremendous work. You look at what they had when they was in Tennessee. Remember when he was in Tennessee? That 2 tight end set with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but they not using
and Kyle Pitts is better than all the guys.
Right way. Oh yeah, Kyle Pitts the real deal, man.
Yeah. Jamal Grant asked the Falcons if the Atlanta Falcons if they coach away from being contenders. I smell Eric Bieniemy on the way. Honestly, I wish EBU had stayed
with the Chiefs
in the Chiefs.
Nah,
because they're about to clean house. They're about to clean house.
So wait, Eric Bieniemy got to go, and he just got there.
Yeah, he going.
Wait,
you have to Ocho. When it's like when you buy a house. Now you can keep the furniture if you want to, but more times than not, what you gonna do with it? You tell them take that furniture with you.
Yeah, but they ain't another play caller that is of the caliber that the Commanders can bring in that is that of Eric Bieniemy. So do you really want to get a?
Yeah, because when they remove Ron Rivera, the new coach is going to want to bring his guy in.
His guy,
or he's probably if he gets the head coaching job, he's probably, because Josh Harris is the owner, he's going to probably say, "Are you going to call the plays?" And so the new owner is going to want somebody that's going to call the plays, or especially, are they going to look in the market to get a quarterback? I mean, what direction they're going to go in?
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Sam Howell's playing good football. You sure you want to? I thought he was the answer.
What's the question?
The Commander fan said Sam Howell was the answer.
I heard them say that. Maybe me and you logged in a different chat. Mr. King Dre asked, "Will we ever see a Michael Vick experience in Atlanta again?" I doubt it.
Hell no. Nah.
I doubt it.
Never see
Michael Vick is a one-off. You probably, I mean, I happened to be in Atlanta at the time that Michael Vick was with, and think about it. It's called the Michael Vick experience. There's never been anything like it.
For a reason.
There's never been anything like it. And we got guys that got great legs. I mean, I think Lamar Jackson. I think Justin Fields. I think we got guys that, but they ain't Michael Vick was.
It was different
on that turf.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is dynamic. He's great at what he does. But that Michael Vick motherfucking experience, you had to be around. You had to be around to understand the difference between that and what we're seeing in today's game.
Man,
that shit was different. And I can't even put it. I can't even explain. I can't even put into words. That is something you just had to been around.
You had to see it. You had to be around.
And YouTube ain't gonna work.
Nah,
that ain't gonna work.
Some things you had to experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like when I try to, what my thing is, when I try to explain Freaknik.
Right. Oh, 94. Man, you know what? I got to get up. Hold on. Let me repent. Hold on.
Man.
Boy, Freaknik 94.
Man, look here.
Man.
94, 93, 94, 95. Man, why you think I moved to Atlanta?
Hey, listen, I had to stand up.
Man. Me and my brother.
I got some story about Freaknik, boy.
You ain't got no story like I got some story. I got some stories.
I bet some, boy. Nah, I got my stories better than yours.
Boy, hey, look here. I ain't talking about no skeletons. I'm talking about a graveyard. I got a graveyard I can dig up.
Man, listen. Boy, I'm the pallbearer. What you talking about?
Ocho, listen, man, look here.
You don't want to talk about no Freaknik stories, man.
No, I don't want to talk about no Freaknik stories. As a matter of fact, what is Freaknik?
Huh?
Is that where they have a picnic at? That a big old picnic?
Yeah, it's a picnic, all right.
Man.
Tablecloths everywhere.
Ooh, man.
Boy, them some days, boy.
I just said there was a lot of Bibles out there for those that weekend. But anyway, Austin Rivers says, we're still relying on LeBron James to be the face of the league. Rivers added, there are things that LeBron, Michael, Jordan, and Kobe could do that just from an off standpoint that we don't have. You believe LeBron is do you still believe LeBron is the face of the league?
If LeBron is not the face of the league, who else would be up? Who would be runner up? I think they wanted Zion Williamson to be the next face of the league, but that didn't pan out the way it should be. And I think, Zion, if you see this, you need to get with me. I can help you with some of the things that you're struggling with.
No, you can't.
Back to the
you're the problem. Because he eating fast food. That's his problem. You can't help him.
What do you mean I can't help him?
What you going to tell him to do?
I train like a madman, man, to get this body looking the way it looks right now. What are you talking about, B?
Ocho, you are a thin-framed man. Oh, this man, he has to be careful. He can't eat that. He cannot.
Did you just say I'm big bone? What you talk about? I'm thin frame, man. I'm 220 right now. What you talking about?
I tried to tell people this, and they say, Shannon, you hating on him. How you know you not around? You just talk about a guy that was in peak physical condition.
Right.
When I played, I'm in fairly good condition at 55 years of age. So I can tell you, I can speak. I know what I see. And I'm telling you, Zion does not he loves the game, but it's the things that you do prior to the game.
Right.
His conditioning, his eating habits.
There's a way to overcome. You know what? That's another topic. I'm not even gonna do that because we'll be here all day.
He can't overcome a bad diet. He can't.
Okay.
It's been reported that the team asked him, your diet, your nutrition. Can't you see?
What?
His stomach and his ass going in two different directions. One going that way and the other going that way. Now you guess which one is which. Man, stop playing, Ocho. You see that, man. And the problem is that he still has success. But just imagine how great he could be if he got himself in shape. The first thing he should have done, the moment he declared for the NBA draft, he should have picked up the phone and called Charles Barkley. Chuck, because he's a more athletic Charles Barkley. Right. And all he had to do was pick up the phone and say, Chuck, how you Charles? How you want to call? You want to address him as Charles, Chuck, Mr. Barkley?
Right.
Tell me what I need to do. Because I want to have a long, prosperous, healthy career. What do I need to do? How did you do it?
Right.
That should have been the first call he made.
Right. But I'm not wrong if I'm mistaken that Zion Williamson was in place to be the next face of the NBA once LeBron. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't
there've been
pull
several.
that out the goddamn
I think Steph, you got Steph Curry, you got Giannis, but it's kind of hard because Giannis is not American born. It's hard for someone to be the face of American sport, even though it's a global sport.
Right.
But
LeBron is still the face.
He's still that dude.
Face of the NBA. He is.
You know, I might have been at the ITF, the in season tournament game, and watch him and OG. Yeah.
You sat courtside?
I did.
Hey, how much them tickets was in Vegas?
You know, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. I got,
Oh, you got the hookup, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
To see AD do a 40-20, LeBron had a whole hum 24, 11 and 4. Austin Reed, Kobe of the Ozarks. Huh?
Yeah, can we get that Anthony Davis every night? If you get that Anthony Davis every night,
you get that Anthony Davis every night. That's Wilt Chamberlain. That's Wilt Chamberlain.
If you get that 62. Anthony Davis every night, who beating the Lakers?
That Anthony Davis, nobody. Not if you get that Anthony Davis.
Thank you.
I don't even want. Listen, I don't want that Anthony. Look. I got realistic expectations.
He was angry. I don't know who did something to him before the game. He just played angry. Like I'm like, damn. What you mad at?
He didn't let anybody off the hook. He didn't let anybody, because anytime a little man got on him, they gave it to him. They started hollering Krispy Kreme with that light on, that hot light on.
Yeah,
that's what he started. Krispy Kreme. Every time they got a mismatch, Krispy Kreme.
He went to work.
LeBron give it down to him. D'Lo give it down to him. Austin Reeves give it down to him, because we already know what Krispy Kreme is. Them things, you ain't gonna eat just one. You eat a whole dozen of them, and they good and hot with that light on. Man, I run up a park. I know I could eat. I probably eat about 6 of them right now. And I had no Krispy Kreme. I probably had Krispy Kreme probably about 7, 8 years.
Krispy Kreme is a part of my nutritional diet. So I can get a meal plan over to you if you want to. You can incorporate it in what you're doing right now. As somewhat of a cheat meal on Fridays and Saturdays.
Hot. I'm talking about them hot. I'm talking about hot. I eat 6 of them right now.
Yeah, I get my Krispy Kreme on 163rd. We got Krispy Kreme right there on 163rd.
They ain't got. Unfortunately, they ain't got one close in Beverly Hills, so they ain't gonna be hot by the time they get to me.
Why you even in Beverly Hills in the first place? You in LA, man. Go right there on Crenshaw, right on the corner. It's across from, I don't know if the Louisiana Fried Chicken. Krispy Kreme right there across the street.
Aaron Gordon said, I went on a date with a girl one time, and the last thing she had on her phone was Aaron Gordon's net worth.
Yeah, that's what they do.
So
I've been preaching that for years. Yeah, that's why I tell you, what you buying all that shit for? Who are you trying to impress? Why you driving that? Why your watch cost $300,000? Why you buy rail?
Why you buy rail $225,000 diamond?
Let me finish talking.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, finish.
The women you trying to impress and already Google how much you making. You ain't got to do nothing else. You already got it.
Okay.
You already got it. And why buy her what?
A $225,000 diamond. Who you trying to impress?
You said why?
Who are you trying to impress? Why you buy her that $250,000, $300,000 car? Who are you trying to impress?
Because I got it.
What the fuck? So when other guys that got it and they do it, who you trying to impress? But because you got it, you get to do it.
Well,
make sense, man.
I'm marrying mine. They just trying to.
It doesn't matter. It does
no,
not
it
matter.
does matter.
Why are you trying to impress if you matter?
On state context. Context matters. This one is for life. That's for fun. There's a difference. That's why they doing the Google.
Which means you shouldn't even do that because you got her for life. Why you need to impress her?
Because she's a representation of me everywhere she fucking go. That's why.
So in other words, you talking out both sides of your neck because you got it.
No,
you can spend it. But somebody else got it. They can't spend it.
This is no, not for them. Not for them. Why you listen? That's an investment. I'm getting a return on that. What they getting, the return you get on that is nothing. So you can get that for free.
So you don't believe them? You don't believe them men can marry that woman if they wanted to?
You trying to be funny?
No.
You trying to be funny?
No.
You think he finna marry the motherfucking woman that's Googling his goddamn net worth? You trying to be funny? You know how the game goes. Don't do that.
Whoa.
Don't do that. You know how the game goes. Don't do that.
You're quite hostile. You
gotta play. Listen. You better play the game right, or you're gonna get burned. Don't you do that.
But all I'm saying is you get because you got the money. You feel this is an investment. You feel you get to spend as much as you want, but nobody else can.
I ain't spend no money.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Did you bought that ring?
What I spent?
220. You said 225. And if it's a lie, you told it. Now we saw that car that she got. That was on the you bought that.
You saw my car?
I'm not talking about yours. Whatever you drive, you bought that. The money that purchased that car came out of your account. That money for that ring came out of your account.
But hold on. The car I drive, she purchased that. You see how that go? You see how that go?
Oh, you see how that go? I'm talking about you spending. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you.
Listen, I'm matching the energy that is given to me. See, on the other hand, the person that's Googling your network,
let me see your ring. Let me see your ring. How much your ring costs? The ring. Let me see your left hand. No, touch the camera. How much that cost?
Shit, it's about $40.
Okay. So where's your $225,000 diamond ring?
I don't like no shit like that.
Oh, now you don't like it. Now you don't like it.
Now you don't like it. Hold on. Yo. You done follow me all your life, and you know how I am about financial literacy and spending goddamn money. Don't you do that?
You just spent $500,000, and now you gonna talk to me about financial literacy.
You know why I was able to spend $500,000? Because I ain't spend no fucking money when I was playing. I was cheap as hell, and I still am.
It doesn't matter.
It matters because I'm giving you context on why I did.
Ocho,
I'm giving you context. You're not listening. You letting it go over your head.
No, it ain't going on my head because what you're trying to do is saying if you're doing financial literacy, that means you do that all the time.
I do it all the time. I've been doing it for the past 30 years.
You spent $500,000.
Okay. For the person that's gonna be here for the rest of my life. So you're gonna go spend $500,000.
Bill Gates worth $115 billion. He ain't dropped no 225 on his wife ring. He ain't buy her no $500,000 car. So now talk to me.
How you know?
You
don't know them people.
You
don't know them people. You don't know Bill.
You don't know Bill. Whoa.
You don't know
quite
Bill.
Hostile. Your anagrams are starting to show.
I'm not hostile. I'm just telling you. See, you know what happened? This is why I need to get your woman. Because if you had your woman in your life, listen, stay with me now. If you had your woman in your life, you'll understand why it was okay spending that money. That's the problem.
Whoa. It's always
see. You want to spend $10,000 on the goddamn dog.
You want to spend
goddamn crazy $300,000 on some goddamn Laker tickets, but you want to spend goddamn private jet flying $50,000 for an hour. But you want to talk about I can't spend no goddamn $500,000 on my woman.
Enjoy because you enjoy your white woman, right?
No. private plane, you don't need to do. You can get your ass on Spirit Airlines just like I can.
Ocho, I'm going to enjoy my life.
You don't even have to. You don't even have to pay $300,000 for Lakers season tickets because you can watch the game at the comfort of your home, like I do.
Okay, that's what you choose to do.
You see? No.
That's what you choose to
do. You're not getting any return on that investment that you're doing.
Everything ain't meant for a return.
I'm getting a return on what I'm investing.
I'm getting return. My happiness. What? Being able to sit courtside, watching people sit.
No.
How do you get to determine my happiness?
No.
How do you get to determine what makes me happy?
Because you can get on the airline with me. Me and you can fly Spirit together.
But hold on. Let's go. No.
We can get a goddamn ticket for $200. I guarantee you be happy with me when we get where we going.
How do you get to determine the conversation? How do you get to determine what makes me happy?
Because I know it makes you happy. I know it makes you happy because we cut from the same cloth.
Ocho.
We cut from the same, and you know what? And you won't understand it, right? You won't understand it because you're a bit stubborn. I love you though. You're a bit stubborn. That's why until I get you a woman in your life to complete everything that you're doing, you will never understand where I'm coming from. Let's get back to the topic.
Guess what I have right now? Guess what I have right now?
A woman?
Peace. Anyway, Jada Pinkett-Smith.
Whoa. So you saying if you have a woman, you're not gonna have peace?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying I'm at peace right now.
That's what you just said. That's what you were alluding to.
I have peace. Who's to say I don't have a woman?
Well, why you ain't tell me? Why you keeping shit from me if you got a woman?
Whoa. See, Ocho.
Do you have somebody? Let me know if you have somebody so I can stop searching.
Jada Pinkett-Smith says, I will never leave Will Smith. Hey, Oscar slap saved my marriage. Ocho. Does she know they're not married? I don't understand
what's wrong with her.
They have cohabitation. They live together. They have a cohabitation. They live together.
I like that. I never heard that word before.
I know.
Cohabitation.
There's an agreement that you can enter into. It's called a cohabitation agreement.
Cohabitation. But I like that. I like that.
Ocho. So she did this to the Daily Mail. When you gave this interview to the Daily Mail, basically everybody said, "Nah, we good. We're not here." Think about what she said.
Right.
What the slap saved her marriage, but it ruined your husband's career.
Right. I'm confused because I don't follow the gossip much. I understand. I know the slap. It was everywhere, obviously. But if I'm not mistaken, she said we weren't even married at the time. So I'm not sure.
They weren't living together. They were married, but they weren't living together. They hadn't been together since 2016.
I'm not even sure why he even defended me. And she said it was a bad thing to do. So now
she talking out both sides of her neck.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just on good terms. Maybe whatever dynamic they have going on, maybe it works for them. And I'm not really one to talk because I don't know their situation. I'm not Wendy Williams, so it's hard for me to even discuss, their marital terms. But I like that word. Say it again. What's that word again?
Cohabitation.
Wait, let me write that shit down. Hold on.
Ocho, can I ask you a question, Ocho?
Yes, sir.
If that's the approach that you want, you want to be able to see who you want to in the marriage. He wants to be able to see why you get married.
Whoa. Hey, now you know them. The wealthy live a different lifestyle that has nothing to do with the societal norms and traditional values that we were raised on. You know that.
So why use the term marriage?
Marriage
is a societal normal term.
Right. Marriage in itself is when you do it what works for you.
I don't think that's the definition of marriage.
Listen, you want it to work or don't you? You want it to work or don't you? So marriage in itself and the meaning behind it, everybody can't do it that way or the way it's supposed to be structurally done. So you do what works for you and your partner.
Me personally, I think the more she talks, the worse she looks.
Well, she always talks. She always talks though. And I think she always will because she always has been in the spotlight and she has always put us in their private business, which is why we're talking about it now. Because if she didn't say anything, we wouldn't even know what was going on.
No. I mean, but that's the thing.
She does it for a reason. I think
she's trying to sell a book. But I can't, but you're willing to sell your family for a book?
She wrote a book.
Wrote another one.
Okay. That's a good thing, no? Yeah? Are you going to read it?
No. Please.
No? Okay.
Charleston White was attacked on stage after arguing with the audience member. You know who Charleston White is? He was on stage.
He funny. He funny, man. He funny. And the funny thing about it, I've seen other interviews with him. He's a very smart, intellectual guy too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very smart, intellectual guy. I've seen some of the stuff he's done and some of the things he said, and he knows his shit. And I think he purposely dumbs it down on purpose. And I saw the guy tell him, start talking right, and guy bum rush the stage. It just Charleston White be talking cash shit, boy. He be talking cash shit to and about everybody. He's a fun guy. He's an entertaining guy. I see him, up and down the timeline at times. And I mean, he tells it like it is. He tells it like it is. Some people might not like it. He's one that doesn't cut any corners. And I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean,
what would you do in that situation? If you was a comedian, you was on stage and somebody rushed the stage?
Beat his ass.
Oh,
I'm paid to be up here. Nah, you ain't gonna rush no stage on me.
They paid to see you. You can't beat up the people that paid to come see you.
No, he paid to listen to me and sit his ass in that seat. He ain't paid to come up on that stage, or he should go to open mic. Or go to the promoter and ask to get on the list.
Right.
Because you come up there, I'm not gonna let what happened to Chris Rock happen to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody did rush the stage. That's right.
No, ain't no rush no stage. Will Smith got his ass up out the seat. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there. So no. But see, my thing is, as a matter of fact, I remember going to I went to a comedy show. This was probably in 2000, and Martin Lawrence. And I was dating. Oh, put the spotlight on me, roasted me. Bro, took it.
You ain't say nothing back?
No. Look, I'm at a comedy show.
Right,
I'm cool with that.
Right.
If I go to the comedy show, I'm telling her, look, they probably gonna recognize who I am. Be dressed appropriate. Yes. Right. Because hey, I ain't fighting nobody. I ain't rushing no stage. Hey, I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna laugh. I'm like, yeah, that is some bullshit you got. Oh, that is some bull job you got on. So I'm gonna get some in. Hey, and when we get in the car, I'm like, he told you up or she told you up tonight. Yeah. I told you not to wear that. I mean, that's what you got to do. You just got to roll with it, Ocho. Because the longer you fight it, the longer they're gonna stay on you.
Yeah, Yeah.
So just roll with it.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh man, check this out, Ocho. We got a ton of really good fan questions, and any questions that we don't get to tonight, because they will only have 2 games tomorrow, we'll definitely get to them tomorrow. Check this out, Ocho. Someone asked, do you think anybody from the NFL, NBA will ever reach the amount of money that Shohei Ohtani, which short in America means show me the money, just got from the Dodgers in a contract? Because that contract, 10 years, $700 million.
$700 million? Shit, no.
Definitely happened in the NFL. And hold on. No. And he gonna get every dime of that.
Oh yeah, that's guaranteed, baby. Hey, so, I know something. I'm glad you just said that, because I heard when I was watching it, I saw it happen. When they deferred? They say some of the money's gonna be deferred.
Yes, that means he's gonna be 75 years old, getting $10-15 million a year.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
But he's gonna get every dime.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mark's Main asked, as a former player, is it particularly difficult to watch receivers make obvious and critical mistakes, drop passes, poor routes, line up wrong? Yes, it is. It is hard. It is very hard. It is very hard. Because let me tell you why. Because I believe in order for you to enjoy a level of success as a team, I'm not talking individually. I'm talking about as a team.
Right.
You can't have those kinds of mistakes.
Yeah. Well, I understand it, because I was one of those that made those mistakes. You want to minimize them as much as possible. So it's, for me, I'm able to empathize with those that do make them, because I was once that same player at one point in time. So it's hard for me to harp on someone that's making those mistakes when I did the same shit myself. to answer your question?
It's not hard for me because I get better. And as my coach just say, son, get good or get gone. You can get better or you can get gone. That's as simple as that, Ocho. You can't get it any simpler than that.
Yeah.
There has to be a level of expectation. If you don't expect, if you don't demand greatness of yourself,
right?
What are we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing? And I'll never ask any more than I'm willing to give. That's what my grandfather say, boy, you never ask more from a man than you're willing to give yourself. So if you're going to ask a man to eat right, you damn sure better be eating right. If you ask a person to train and stay the extra hour, you better be willing to go the extra hour. Never ask more than you're willing to give.
Right.
Therein lies why I've had a level of success and my team had no problem listening to what I had to offer or what I had to say because they knew I wasn't telling them anything that Shannon Sharpe was not doing himself. But I demanded greatness. I expected it. You could not be on the field with me and make those same mistakes. No way, no how. And I was very fortunate that I had coaches that believed in me and trusted me. And I was like, no, he can't play. He's not ready to play. That's my job.
Right.
As the elder statesman. When you expect mediocrity, you'll get that. But when you expect and demand greatness, you'll get that also. And if they can't give you that, it's time to move on. And I know everybody's not the same. I just want your best. And I can't have you making the same mistakes over and over. I can't have you running the same lazy ass route over and over. I can't have you lining up offside over and over. I can't keep having you fumbling the ball, running the wrong route. Because who does that help? How do we get better? Right. How do we get to win a division title? How do we get to win a Super Bowl with you doing this? I just have a level of expectation, and that's why I'm not a coach. That's why I'm not a coach. Top Sports Debate asks, as a pro sports capper, I give praise when players ball out, buy the jersey, etc. But I call them out when they don't. If you played in this age, sports betting, how would you handle social media bettors losing money off your play? Well, are you sending me anything when you win the money?
Oh, that's a good one. Kevin Durant.
I mean, but he said he does. Kevin he Durant buys the jersey. Like he says that when guys win him money, he'll buy their jersey.
Right.
Honestly, guys, I mean, there was sports better, but there was no social media when I played. Hey, look, bro, I'm trying to win a game. I'm trying to win that game. I promise you, I want to win that game more than you want to win that 500, that 1,000, or that $20,000. I promise you. I promise you. And I'll stay up later at night, have more restless nights because I dropped a pass or I made a mistake that somehow cost us a victory or didn't go the way I wanted it to go longer than you'll worry about that money.
That hurt.
Yeah, it hurt.
And you know, I tell people that are gamblers, you know, you're gonna win and you lose. And if you're not willing to lose, you shouldn't be gambling because you ain't gonna win them all.
No, you can't. I mean, you're not supposed to gamble any more than you can afford to lose anyway. It's
so just you shouldn't be upset when you do lose. I think that's the problem.
Of course. Anthony Jamerson said, "Ask who's your top 5 rappers of all time. Who's your top 5 rappers?"
Oh shit! Damn. Man, he didn't put me on the spot, man. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. Damn, that's hard.
It's tough.
It's hard.
It's tough.
That's hard.
Because I go back a little further than you, and I got like the old school rappers like KRS-One,
Nice.
Molly Mall. I mean, Big Daddy Kane.
But
here's the thing: a lot of the great rappers, they didn't last long.
Right.
I mean, you look at Tupac. Tupac died at 25.
Yeah.
Biggie died at like 25, 26.
Early, yeah.
So
you never know what they would have evolved into
as
they continue to grow.
But you know, for me, even though they didn't have longevity, boy, they set the world on fire while they was here. Biggie, Tupac, Weezy.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. And that's a difficult question. I like so many different artists.
Still, one of
the people I would name. People like, why you got him in your top 5? He's not even
Nas.
Lyricist. Drake is Drake up there?
Not for me in top 5.
Right.
Not top 5. Probably the best pure lyricist is probably KRS-One.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I love Big Daddy Kane. I mean, the guy that don't get credit that had the greatest longevity.
Hold on, my battery finna go dead. Hold on.
Is LL. Yeah. Because LL was a teen and he's still going strong. LL and I the same age.
LL only 55?
Yeah. 55, 56. I think he's 55. I think he and I the same age.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Right there, LL. Always licking his lips.
What we got? Ocho, Skyline or Gold Star Chili. He's from Houston. Raised in Cincinnati and adulthood in Baltimore. Skyline or Gold Star Chili?
Skyline.
Chicken box or crab? I'm allergic to shellfish, so I'm only eating chicken. I ain't working with no shellfish. In a dilemma, return my 3-year ex. Hold on. In a dilemma, return my 3-year ex or pursue a long-known girl from. Hold on. It says in a dilemma. He says he's in a dilemma. Return to my 3-year ex or pursue a long-known girl from school. I feel might be the one, unsure which path to choose. I also haven't really talked to her in years, but I also thought she's the one. Advice.
How you know if she ain't the one?
So he's a dilemma. Does he return to a 3-year ex
of 3 years
or pursue a long
from school? Nah.
Bro.
Enjoy your life.
It's hard, man. It's hard going back. You know, they say a love is like an eclair. Once it goes cold, it can't be reheated.
At all.
You left for a week very few times. And I'm not very few times. And I'm not going to say never or always because that means forever. Right. But there are very few times that you leave and you're able to go back.
What's going to change? What's going to change?
Either her or you. Somebody had to change. Did you make any changes or did she make any changes? And what first of all, what led you to break up in the first place? I think that's the biggest key, Ocho. What led you to break up? Check this out, Ocho. Alex asked, who's a better wingman? Unc or Ocho?
Me? I'm the best wingman. I'm the best wingman in the world.
Yeah, because I know back in the day, you'd have took one for the team. So you that wingman to take one for the team.
Who? Nah.
You? You ain't gonna take one for the team.
I'm the wingman that's gonna make sure all the fellas got a woman.
I need you back in the day to take one for the team. I need you to be that homeboy that that'll hit the snake. If I hold a head, I need you to be that homeboy.
Dude, boy, it depends on what the snake look like, boy. Anyway,
I had a homeboy.
Yeah.
He's like an American Express. I couldn't leave home without him. Hey, Ocho, I don't care if she's 4 foot. Yeah. I don't care if she's 7 foot. I don't care if she's 125. She's 425.
Right.
You know that homeboy I told you, he gonna hit the snake if you hold a head.
Yeah.
My homeboy hit the wood pile to snake in. Yeah, he like that.
Every time,
man. Hey, cause you know how normal the females are. They're gonna be about 5. They're gonna be about 3 or 4 of them, sometimes 5. Yeah. Everybody ain't gonna be up to par. Everybody ain't gonna be dimes.
Nah. And listen, the ones who ain't dimes gonna cock block, so you can't get to the ones who are.
So I need somebody to run interference for them.
There you
go.
They
might be 110 and they 4 other with them. So all of them together add up to be a 10. So there might be some twos and pews up in there.
Yeah.
So I need somebody. Hey, homeboy. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, don't worry about it, Sharp. I got you. Ooh, my homeboy got that.
Yeah.
You sure?
Good.
Yeah, he got her. Homie, you got. Say no more. Out to the race, out to the races we go. But you need one of them. You got to have one.
Every time.
If you ain't got a homeboy that'll take one for the team, he ain't no real homeboy.
Edison, everybody got it though. Everybody got one of those in your clique, in your entourage. Everybody has one dude that is gonna take it for the team.
Now I just want y'all to know I ain't ever been that dude. That ain't ever been me. Oh no.
No. Oh, so you always been that boy.
You know,
okay.
I just say, look here. Y'all know now. 180, you ain't a lady. 210, count your boy in now.
You
like know what I'm saying? You know. Hey.
I'm gonna use that.
No, you too late. Now you got Rail.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good too, Ocho. I'm good now. I'm good, you know, but back in the day, you know.
Yeah. All right.
You know, I always been pretty strong, you know what I'm saying, Ocho, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out, man. I'm like, you throwing like you throwing
Ocho, they say
clues.
Dude said before Rail, who was your celeb crush?
Damn. I ain't had no, that's a good one, but I ain't had, no bullshit. And I don't even care if I get in trouble.
Who you had?
Motherfucking Lynn Whitfield, boy.
Lynn Whitfield, burn your heart. You don't love it. Hey, you burn your heart. You set your call fire. You see what she did to Martin?
Listen, Miss Lynn Whitfield, let me take my glasses off, man. So the people understand. Lynn Whitfield. Listen here.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Who that?
Kimberly Elise.
Woo, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, I know you talking about. Yeah.
Kimberly Elise.
She old live. She fine right now. As a matter of fact, just saw her yesterday. She fine yesterday too. You know what? Oh, Ocho. Look here. When I say this, guys, I'm not shooting no shot. So don't be tagging this woman. Don't be bothering this woman.
Right. Talk to me. You got me hyped. Who you got?
Regina Hall.
Lord have mercy. That's a good one.
I met her at the Super Bowl 1 year.
You didn't get a number?
I walk up to her.
Yeah.
I said, hey, how you doing? My name's Shannon Sharpe. She's like,
Did you say Miss Hall? She said she know who you are?
Yeah. But I introduced myself. I said, my name is Shannon Sharpe.
Right.
I know who you are.
Yeah.
But she left an impression on you, boy.
Yeah. we got to hook that up, boy. What you think?
No, we don't. No. Ocho, I just told you. Did I just tell you?
Okay, my bad. All right, my bad.
Ocho, we can give people flowers.
Yeah.
But I try to take the flowers.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I apologize.
I appreciate it. Joshua said, I just found out today I'll be a father. Can I get a shout out for my wife and myself? Peyton and Joshua. Love the channel. Congratulations, Joshua. I don't know if it's going to be a boy and a girl, but I hope it's a healthy baby. And much success to you and Peyton. Congratulations on being new parents.
Congratulations on the first. If this is your first, one is better than two. Make sure when she delivers, you get back in there.
Huh? Get back in there, do what?
You give it. What you mean? Get back in there. Get back in there.
Give me a break, man. Damn.
I don't get no break. You don't. I mean, it's a first child. Two is better than one. Get back. You don't want them too far apart. Listen, send me.
You don't want them too close together.
No, you want them close together. You want to get it out the way. Get it out the way now. Get it out the way. If you want more than one, get it out the way as soon as you deliver. Give it 3 weeks. Get back in there.
John 330 said, I finally called a live show and I'm admire both of you on and off the field. Could you guys give my daughter Autumn a birthday shout out? Happy birthday, Autumn. She turned 13 today.
Happy birthday, Autumn. Make sure you eat McDonald's.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. He's the worst mentor ever. Thank you, guys. Please make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for subscribing. And please, please, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We would greatly appreciate it. We've gone a lot longer than we anticipated tonight, but that's what happens when we have. Yeah, we went a lot longer than we anticipated.
How long we been on tonight?
How long we been on? Been on 205, which is a record.
God damn, 2 hours?
That's what I said. Yeah, and I got to get up. I got to go to work in the morning. I got to go to work in the morning, Ocho.
Where you go? Where you got to work at?
Man, you ask me this all the time.
I'm just asking. Where?
I got to go. I got to go to ESPN downtown.
Oh, on First Take?
Yeah.
The same First Take I've been asking you to take me on since September?
Ocho.
You told me to wait till you got your goddamn foot in the door. Shit, it's been 4 months. I'm still waiting.
My foot in the door, but I ain't got my ass in the door yet. You know what I'm saying?
Your ass in the door. We almost in 2024. Your ass been in the goddamn door.
But that's when I got to get in. That's when I'll be fully in.
All right. I'm still waiting then. I'll wait. Ain't no problem. I just want to do 1 or 2 blocks, A block, B block. I ain't asking for much. That's it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for. Hey, man, we got like 3,000 subs just since the show started.
I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for subbing,
we really
man.
do
You don't
appreciate
understand. It means a lot for me, man. It means a lot to me. I'm not sure y'all don't even know. I'm behind on child support, and I'm sure at some point with y'all subbing and helping me out, one day I'm gonna be able to catch up on child support. I'm only behind like $250.
Hey,
ain't much.
Guys, listen. And I know you guys. A lot of people say, "Well, everyone is asking why we can't do songs." Well, what happened when we were doing the songs and we got hit with copyrights? So when you get hit with copyrights, YouTube take the monetization button off. So for the entire night, we can't monetize the hour and a half, the hour 45, or the 2 hours. And it's just not worth it for Ocho and I. So that's why we can no longer do songs, because we lose the ability to monetize the podcast.
I have a question.
Yes.
And this is very confusing to me. If we sing a song, let's say, I'm not going to say the name. Can I even say the name of the song? Or is that...
You can say the name of it, but we can't sing it.
We sang Silent Night, right?
Yes.
Silent Night has been... So many people have done renditions of Silent Night.
Right.
How does that affect anyone and we're not saying an artist's
whoever
name?
had the original version.
They had a problem with us singing it?
The company did. Maybe their estate did.
You know what? I'm gonna make a phone call, man. I ain't
gonna make no phone call. We just ain't doing no more songs. It's just not worth it. It's not.
Man,
and I get people,
man.
you know,
we were having fun.
We said we're having fun.
It was harmless.
But hey, no. So that's where we are with that. We'll find another way to keep you guys entertained. Hopefully the 2 hours, the hour. Sometimes we go 90. We always go at least, at least 75. That's the least amount of time that we'll go.
Yeah.
But we'll go 75. Sometimes we go 90. Sometimes we go 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. And so hopefully during that process, our sports take you really enjoy, and the stories that we tell you also enjoy. So thank you for subscribing. Thanks for hitting that like button. And remember, go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. I'm your favorite sports uncle, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. See you tomorrow.
I love y'all. We might can't sing, but the love ain't finna stop. Call me.